Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has left for Brazil to attend the five-nation summit of BRICS nations on the 14th and 15th of July. He is expected to finalize the setting up of a development bank and seek reforms of the United Nations and international financial organizations. After a stopover in Berlin tonight, he will leave for Fortaleza, the northeastern coastal city of Brazil, on Monday. He will attend the summit of leaders of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa to be held on the 15th of July. This will provide him his first opportunity at a multilateral engagement. An earlier plan to have a meeting with Chancellor Angela Merkel in Berlin was shelved because of Germany's entry into the FIFA World Cup final, for which she will be in Brazil. Modi will be accompanied by a high-level delegation that includes Minister of State for Finance Nirmala Sitharaman, National Security Advisor A.K. Doval, Foreign Secretary Sujata Singh and Finance Secretary Arvind Mayaram. The sixth summit of BRICS will follow up on the decisions of the Durban meeting last year. It will provide the new Indian Prime Minister his first opportunity at meeting world leaders, including President Xi Jinping of China and Vladimir Putin of Russia, and discuss bilateral issues. Well, a couple of days ago, we reported on a bar in the residential area causing problems to the residents in Vijayanagar. Another such case has surfaced, and you won't believe how the authorities have responded to the problem this time around.
This is a residential street on the ever-busy Cottonpet Road. Apart from the narrow lanes, the noise of vehicles stands out. While these factors affect residents, there is another problem which troubles them. This wine store is situated amidst residential houses and offices. The presence of this wine shop has become a growing menace to the people living on the street. From people getting drunk right next to their homes to drunken brawls, residents have been facing serious problems. Children and women feel unsafe when walking past the store.
Where first of all the liquor store is not supposed to be here because it's a residential area, and we've been requesting the guys to vacate for a long time now. It's been years now. And they always keep asking for more time, but they've never vacated. The liquor shop opens at about 9:30 in the morning, and they are open till 11:30 in the night. We've also called the cops a lot of times to inform them that the liquor store is open and they're serving alcohol, and a lot of fights keep happening because people get drunk right here. And when they walk, the residents are walking, there are a lot of women and children walking in the streets, and a lot of instances have happened where people have got into fights with drunk men because in the evenings after children come back from school, they are walking on the road or they're playing, trying to spend some time. And the people, when they get drunk in the evenings, they walk on the streets, and then a lot of children have got into, have been hurt also, especially a lot of girl children.
All the people who visit this wine store linger around it for hours. Not just that, frequent urination, spitting tobacco and smoking are an added menace.
All urinates are passing in front of the house. It's all infectious. We can't bear it, like telling everyone in the evening, like move on, move on. It won't be good telling all the time. Moreover, all the cleanliness has been gone actually surrounding. The main issue is like all urinates, and the people will quarrel almost every time. We can't pass over to our houses. They'll be standing by side. If we ask to move on, it will be quarrel.
The shocker is yet to come. The residents filed a petition to the excise department to look into their grievances. They were assured of action. When the authorities finally arrived at the spot, they did the exact opposite of what they promised. Officials from the excise department, after talks with the owner, extended the shop's license for another year.
The excise department, we informed them in March, I think the 5th of March to be precise, and no action has been taken. Initially they made us run around. They said we don't know which department has to handle this because they were not aware which jurisdiction it comes to. And then once we checked all the information and then went to the right person, he said the information will be processed to the area inspector, and she will make the report and send it to the excise department. It should take about 45 days. But now it's been about 3 months, and then we get to know that the license has been renewed for another year.
What's worse is that the license granted to this wine shop permits it to only sell sealed bottles to customers. It is not allowed to serve alcohol on the spot. The people who work in the shop claim that everyone does it.
License Act ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಇರೋದು. ಯಾವ CID ಯಾವ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡೋರು ತೋರಿಸಿ, ಅದು ಪ್ರತಿ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Will the officials from the excise department come to the aid of the residents, or will this apathy continue? Deepak Bopanna, News 9, Bengaluru.
Well, why are MLAs elected? Well, so that they do some good work for the people. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, here is the story.
Some time ago, the Dharwad District in Charge Minister Dinesh Gundu Rao was in the news for renovating his old office. Just last year itself, the then District in Charge Minister Santosh Lad had spent 50 lakh rupees on renovating it. Instead of staying there, he wanted to shift to the Varta Bhavan of the Information Department. In fact, after the process of renovation started for Varta Bhavan, he realized his mistake. He instructed his people to halt the renovation work, but then the damage had been done. Even now, the remnants can be seen. The Information Department in Varta Bhavan is right in front of the DC office. Though it was too old, there was no intention to renovate or refurbish it. It was only when Dinesh Gundu Rao shifted his office to this place that the work actually began. A number of workers felled the walls overnight. And now that the work has been stalled, the building is in shambles. Now even the people are angry that the building has been meddled with. When there was absolutely no need to renovate the building, the person in question has only earned the wrath of the people as also spoiling a heritage structure. Narsimha Murthy Pyati for News 9, Dharwad.
Well, people have a lot of beliefs which are often termed as unscientific and in some cases absurd. But one such belief demands the joy and peace of toddlers. Wonder what we're talking about? Well, here's a report.
This little girl you see here is 1.5-year-old Pramodini. She might seem playful and happy now, but that was not the case a couple of days ago. According to her parents, a severe burn was noticed on the nape of her neck on Thursday. They were shocked to find out that their daughter was harmed for a mere blind belief.
ಗುರುವಾರ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಪಾಪು ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಲು. ಒಂದೆಮ್ಮ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಕತ್ತು ಇಂತೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿದಾಗ ಸುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಕಲೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಿತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕೇರ್ ಬೀಜದಿಂದ ಸುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಅದೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಿಲ್ದವ್ರು ಆ ಥರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಸುಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಅದು ಈಗ ಶುಕ್ರವಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಗಾಯ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಜ್ವರನೂ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಸುಟ್ಟಾಗಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಾಪು ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಜನಕ್ಕಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಪು 4ನೇದಿದ್ದು.
Yes, the burn wound on Pramodini is believed to have been inflicted by someone who believes that this will help them bear children. And this is not the first such case here in this locality in Harihar Nagar in Davangere. Though it is not openly spoken about, fearing the consequences, residents have stated that close to 20 children have wounds like this. And more kids return home with burn marks identical to Pramodini all over their body with every passing day. Because of this, many parents have stopped letting their children out of their sight. Pramodini's parents have expressed their strong disapproval on how none of the other parents have come forth with complaints.
ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 4-5 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಈ ನಂಬಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಯಾರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೂ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಇವತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಳುಗಳಿಗೆ ಸುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಬೇರೆ ನಿಧಿ ಆಸೆಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬಲಿನೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ಜನ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Pramodini's parents are planning to inform the police and bring the issue to the notice of the government. They hope that the authorities will take appropriate action to put an end to such practices. The miscreants who injured Pramodini in the name of belief are still at large, and this has been happening since the past 20 days. Many opine that staying mum on such issue encourages such blind practices. With no action taken, who is to say the level of crime doesn't escalate? Basavaraj Dodamani for News 9, Davangere.
People generally go abroad to enjoy themselves. What happens when a couple settles in a foreign land for the comfort of the locals? We'll take a look as to what we are saying this.
Anegundi village in Koppal is blessed with 2 German doctors who've been working hard to change the life of these villagers. Sonia and Ferdinand have been working with the Anegundi Foundation for the past 4 years. Both husband and wife are veterinary doctors. While Sonia treats animals in the village for free, Ferdinand handles recycling of waste into manure. Sonia's daily routine includes visiting every house in the village and treating the animals. She also teaches the residents of the village about the importance of personal hygiene.
I started working for the Anegundi Foundation, a registered trust in Anegundi, and perform an animal welfare project. That means I go around with my friend Ragu. He's my assistant, helper, translator. We do all kinds of diseases, all kinds of wounds. We are planning on an animal birth control program for street and stray dogs to castrate them and give rabies vaccinations so that the people feel safe and secure, that the animals are wealthy and healthy. This is what we are starting now.
Ferdinand has a team of people who work in the plant where waste is brought from hospitals, hotels and temples. The team segregates the waste and turns it into fertilizer that is sold to farmers around the area.
I'm working for the Anegundi Foundation. I'm here now in India for 4 years, but 2 years ago we started this program for collecting dry waste in rural villages. Right now we are covering 5 to 6 villages and much more guest houses and hotels in the Anegundi Panchayat. We bring all the dry waste here to this place. It's been segregated in many different types and been sent to garbage recycling places in Gangavati, Bellary, Hospet and Bangalore.
The money generated is distributed among the workers and the remaining amount is set aside for the foundation. The couple also provide medical assistance to locals.
ಜರ್ಮನಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು 4 ವರ್ಷ ಆದರೆ ಇವರು ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಾಕು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಡು, ನಾಯಿ, ನರಿ, ನಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೆಕ್ಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕುದುರೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ 8 ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕುರುಬರೆಲ್ಲ ಊರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಊರಿಗೆ ಮೇಯ್ಸಕ್ಕಂತ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ತಾವರೆಗೆರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ಅವಕ್ಕೇನೇನು ಚಿರತೆ ಕಡ್ದಿದ್ವು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲೇನು ಅರ್ಧ ಬರ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ವು, ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವು, ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The Germans have set an example of altruism, truly an example worth emulating. A News9 report.